Good evening, everyone, and welcome. My name is Jennifer Jobson, and I'm coming to you from Charlotte, North Carolina, and this is our Team Zoom, our weekly Team Zoom. Tomorrow we start a whole new decade at midnight, and so we are super excited to be ending our 2019 with the beautiful, fabulous Miss Jacqui, and she is going to be talking to us tonight about mindset and just how we can explode our 2020 business. So welcome, everybody, and welcome, Jacqui. We're going to let you go ahead and get started since you have the corporate call next.
Okay, thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. So excited to see all of you here with just a day and a half really left until the new year. So what I wanted to do is I want to invite all of you onto the corporate call at 9 because I'm going to do a very special training. It was the training I was going to do here. So I revamped quickly today, and I'm doing for all of us here an end of the year checklist. There is still time, and the reality is that the first week of January, because the first isn't on a Monday, that everybody still does that last final catch up until we get to, I think it's the 6th, whatever that Monday is. And so there's time to get all of this in, but I'm just going to kind of run through it. There's a lot of really good stuff here, and this is the things that you get to think about and put into play right now. Number one, your physical plan. Physical plan meaning your physical body. What nutrition are you setting yourself up with for 2020? Are you going keto? If you're not going keto, why are you not going keto when we are taking over the keto space? Doesn't it make sense to go keto so that you can speak from a point of reference that makes logical sense as you're trying to sell people keto products? What gym are you going to? Are you going to a gym? Are you working out at home? Are you going to take Pilates? Is Jen going to train you in Pilates? Are you taking yoga, Bikram yoga, vinyasa? What kind of yoga? Are you going to do yoga at home? Are you going to do yoga in a studio? Set it up. Make the calls now. Get your physical plan set. It's the only way that you can really ensure to keep your body moving as you go into the new year. Are you going to hire a trainer, a personal trainer? That's totally up to you. I mean, I enjoy having a personal trainer. I absolutely don't have one right now, but it is my plan in 2020, probably by mid-year, to hire, if I can find a good enough one that I like. That's the difficult part, to hire a personal trainer again. So get your physical plan in place. Number two, your personal development. Do you have seminars booked throughout the year as you look out over your year? I know that I have Abraham Hicks in April. I know that there's other things I want to do. There's another one I want to do in May. I have that kind of sketched out. Do you have the podcast set up that you want to listen to? Do you have the books purchased that you want to listen to? Have you set up an Audible account so that you're ready to go? Have you decided when you're going to do your personal growth and development? Is it going to be first thing in the morning? Do you have your meditation practice ready to go? Are you already doing a meditation practice? How do you plan on starting your meditation practice? I highly recommend getting an app. Getting an app and starting very slowly. You don't have to jump right into 20 minutes. Do 5, do 2, then do 5, and keep building up from there. But build a meditation practice of some sort. It is the number one way to raise your vibration, to access everything that you can be, do, and have. So why wouldn't we do it? Why wouldn't we just start the practice? I know, because it means sitting there, and I know in your mind, the monkey mind's going, but over time it will actually get easier. When you see the results, you will learn to love that time where it's just you in meditation. Journaling. Okay. Now I plan to do a training in January on journaling like I've done before, but are you journaling? Do you have your journal picked out? I love that Jen's got the I Am journal. That's really awesome. Whatever one it is for you, make sure it's one that you love. Make sure you love the feel of the cover. You love the way the lines are, the way they're spaced. And just go ahead. And until I actually train you on journaling, you can do it however it makes sense to you. Just make sure there's affirmations in there, there's declarations, there's goals with a date and a deadline, that all of those things, you sketch out your organization, All of those things go in your journal, and I will give you very, very, very specifics on journaling, and we'll set it up in January. It'll be one of the trainings that I'll do just for our team to really, then you can kind of hone it from there and add to it. And it's never perfect. It's never going to get done. It's never going to be finished. So just enjoy the journey of journaling. Just actually start putting something down. Don't wait for January 1st. I want you to start either tonight or tomorrow morning. I prefer journaling in the morning. It's a personal decision whether you do it in the morning or at night, but just start. Promise me you'll start tomorrow. Number 3, home clutter. Have you put your Christmas stuff away? As you can see, I hired, because I have no time because of this sale, I hired my housekeeper. She's coming tomorrow to clean, and I'm paying her to put my Christmas stuff away because I just don't have the time to spend. But have you cleared away your clutter? Have you gone through some of your closets? Have you gone through some of your drawers? Have you given away things to either Goodwill, or I give everything to my house cleaner because she has so many relatives, and I know she just spreads the wealth around to all of them. I'm constantly creating bags of clothes and of household items for her. This week I went into my vacation rental and I started to clear out some of the stuff that's in all the cupboards of the vacation rental. Slowly but surely, just make a plan. I always subscribe to doing that 15 minutes at a time. You can do anything, but if you do it consistently, 15 minutes a day even, doing something within your home, you will clear the clutter away instead of leaving it all for one day, which is crazy. It's just crazy to do it all in one day. First of all, you procrastinate, you put it off. But if you say, okay, even set a timer for 15 minutes today, I'm going to go through and clean one cupboard and one drawer, see how far I get. And if you do that every day or even every other day, put it on a rotational schedule, you'll be amazed at how much you will accomplish. Amazed at what you accomplish in just doing in small snippets. And it teaches you how to do things in 15-minute increments. And then you learn how to build your business in 15-minute increments as well, especially for those of you who work full-time. Okay, so that's the home clutter. And don't forget the closets. You want to go through the closets too, for sure. Number 4 is finances. Your financial goals, do you have those written out? Those should be inside your journal as well. Do you have bookkeeping help, if that's what's required? Do you have an accountant for your taxes? Do you have bank accounts set up with various accounts for, depending on what your situation is, where one account, and I highly recommend the Capital One 360 because you can open up various accounts off of the one main offshoot, and you can label them like, this one is for my tax money, this one is for my real estate taxes, this one is for my insurance money. And it's a really neat way to stay really organized and to make sure that you don't get caught at the end of the year with no money in these accounts to pay these. Especially as you start to earn significant income in network marketing, you need to be prepared. You need to be thinking about these kinds of things. You need to be planning for, as opposed to start when you're making $50,000 a month. Then you're just stuck. Plan. Plan, plan, plan. Always plan, otherwise you are failing. Number 5, appointments booked. And I'm talking about appointments that are typical appointments that you have. Nails. We're all ladies except for Bob and David here. And who knows, they probably get manicures too. I know my lady comes every other Saturday to my home at 9 o'clock in the morning. Yes, I get it done at my house. I know. It's not nearly as decadent as it seems. But so it's on my schedule. It's on my calendar always. My pedicures are scheduled the same way. My hair, I don't have that set all the time, but some of you might have a set hair date. And anything else, maybe you have specific gym times, specific gym classes that you take, specific yoga classes. Go ahead and schedule them. Put them on your calendar. You always want to be able to start looking at what your week looks like so that you know where you're going to be building your business, the hours that you're going to be building your business. The time to do that is now. Family is number 6. Dinner dates. Set up date nights. If you do not set up a date night with your boyfriend, significant other, husband, whatever you want to call them, then they will fall to the bottom of the list, because we get really busy when we build this business with intention. And so you get to be intentional about the time that you spend with your significant other, as well as your family time, whatever that is. If it's dinner that you set with your family, actually block out that time. Now, with me, I use You Can Book Me. YouCanBook.me is my calendar that I use for people to schedule time with me, and it syncs with my Google Calendar. So whenever I book something on my Google Calendar, it takes it off of the calendar that people schedule time with me for. So that's why I always recommend getting Google Calendar, so that you can be booking out this time, so that nobody says, I just don't have enough time to get everything done. Well, you do, you're just not scheduled. And if you want to run businesses, even multiple businesses, have multiple streams of income, you must get organized, and you got to decide to do it in 2020. It's just the reality. You can no longer fly by the seat of your pants and expect to have a successful business that's going to pay you like a business, right, Jen? We always say, work it like a hobby, get paid like a hobby. Start working it like a real business, and you'll start earning real business money. Okay. Number 7, schedule blocking. I'm a big believer, my team knows, in color coding. This is my color coding for the year. I have 5 different colors that go into my calendar. I color block out. Set appointments are one color, bills due and reminders are another. My gel business is another color. My exercise is another color, and I have a real estate business too. And so that's another color. So you could do, it could be, this is not set by me, you do whatever you want to do, but you can color code your Google Calendar, and you color code your actual paper calendar as well. And the reason I actually had Carol ask me, why would you do that? It's because you get to look at your calendar. I have the monthly paper calendar. I look out and I can see, if I don't see any green on my calendar, that's my gel biz, then I know I got to change something. I got to have time booked out for my gel biz. And so it better be green, significant part of the time, because this is what I do besides real estate. So I better have a lot of green there. And then that's how you can gauge where you're spending your time, is if you're color coding. Okay. And also do both calendars, online and paper. And you might want to do a shared calendar for family, especially if you have a lot of kids that are involved in a lot of different sports. It's so that you know where everybody has to be. And if you have to split parents up to say, you go with Johnny, you go with Kim, you know what's going on, so that you have a calendar that you're all sharing all the time. I know that's been really successful for families. I mean, I don't have kids, but I know for those of you that do have kids, that have small kids that have a lot of different activities, that would make a lot of sense to me. If I had them, I would do a shared calendar that we all participated in. And you can do that online, or you can put one up on the fridge and color code it that way if you choose. Number 8, office setup. Is your office clean and tidy? Or do you walk into your office and there's stacks of books and there's papers everywhere, and you say to yourself, yeah, but I know where everything is? Well, I have news for you. Your mind is as cluttered as your office is. And if you clear your office out and you clear your space so that you feel like you can breathe and you have room, it allows you to do more in your mind. It's amazing. Whenever I walk into somewhere, and I'm constantly on Bill's butt about this, I'm like, clear this office up. You just started a new business. How can you even think? I can't think when I walk in here. And it makes a difference. It really makes a difference as to how you feel when you're in it. Really, really does. So go ahead, get a ring light for your Facebook Lives if that's what you need. Make sure your printer is working. You have a scanner, a fax. Make sure you have speakers for your computer. You have headsets, your lavaliers. Make sure you have a whiteboard that you're working from. Have all of those things be set up. Number 9, business, for your business. Your daily method of operation. We've been talking about this. Do you have a system for your thank yous that you send out to every customer that signs up? Do you track your numbers in a workflow book? I've been going through this with my people on their one-on-ones about, and I actually went over this with Jen today. I do workflow. I have a workflow notebook where I write in my numbers every morning, and I work on that page for the day. Everybody that I add into O-Power, and I track now the people that I add into OPAR, the people that I add into our challenge group that is for my team. And then I go back in the next day. Thank you, Jen, for teaching us all this. And I check to see if they accepted the invite and they're in there. And if they're not, I send them a reminder. And I always send the link with it, always, so that they can just tap the clickable and, you know, accept the invite. And now that I'm tracking that, it's like my head feels so much clearer. I feel like I have control, not control, but control. I'm managing the people that I'm bringing into these groups instead of just throwing 50 people in and not knowing what's going on. I'm working my business intentionally. What a difference it makes in just a few days. Just a few days. I told Jen, I just started recording my numbers finally after being in this business almost 2 years. I'm being transparent. I'm not proud of that, but I'm proud that I've started and I'm doing it now. And I know that 2020 is going to be amazing just because of these little things that I've added in. Do you know how to make your reports? Are you going into your back office? Are you creating the reports? If you don't know how, are you learning? Are you watching the video? Are you looking back to the training that Jen did on reports? And if you need that little bit of extra help, let us know and we will help you. I needed a little bit of help and Jen had to help me create a couple of reports that I couldn't figure out. But now I have them and now I've generated a report that I'm going to use. Thank you, Jen. I'm so excited on my auto ship customers so that I can check to make sure that everything is going well with them. So learn those. This is your business, your business. You get to learn how to do this stuff. I also have a book that I track my social media numbers. And this is my brand new one, Shine Bright Like a Diamond. I track how many followers I have, how many friends I have on both Instagram and Facebook, not because I want to say, look at me, but because I want to see them grow. I want to see my followers grow from day to day. Every morning I record those numbers because I know then when I'm getting too high up in friends and I got to cut back and get rid of some of the new life people and some of the dead weight so I make space for more friends. And I want to see that follower number really tick up every day. How's that happen? Keep doing stories, keep doing lives, and you will get people that keep requesting your friendship. And again, if you don't accept their friendship, they're going to follow you. So just know that it takes time. It absolutely takes time, but it's nice to be able to track and follow and actually watch the numbers tick up. So I keep track. Give all of this time to work before you bail on a system. Give it some time, a few months, and then review it and make adjustments if necessary at that time. So many times we keep going, the shiny penny, the shiny penny, the shiny penny, the shiny penny. Nobody's giving anything any time to work. It's like your business. You're not going to be diamond in 6 months. I'm here to tell you, it's not going to happen in 6 months. I said this with Jen today, and Rachel has said this before. In typical network marketing companies, which we are now, yes, we're amazing, 3 to 5 years is what it takes to get to the top of the company. So understand that you got to give everything time. You got to give it time to work and stop switching every month, doing this, that, and the other, and give your systems time to settle in, for you to get comfortable with them, to then see if they work for you. And if they don't, then you make adjustments from that point forward. And finally, goals. Thank you, Jen Jobson, for the most amazing training on consciously creating your own year by quarter. And have you done it yet? Have you actually sketched your year out? Have you done Jen's training? If not, I ask you and invite you to listen to it again, to watch it. It was positively amazing. And then get to work in your own journals and start consciously creating your year, and work with your upline or your mentor that will help guide you through and ask you the questions that you need to be asked about where you want to be each quarter, what kind of income do you want to make, what are your action steps to do so, and stop. It's not that we don't want you to be pie in the sky. We want you to be realistic but uncomfortable with the goal, but understanding that it's okay that if you're just an associate, that you need to be looking at promoter and then elite, and then coordinator, and then coach, and then life coach, and then diamond, and don't expect to do it all in 2 months. We'd love it if you did. And there will be an occasional person that comes on board and can do that, but it's not the majority of people. And so it's okay. Wherever you start today, you start, and we're going to just watch you grow from here and guide you and support you all the way there. And that's all that I have for you. And I have to jump off and go get on the other call. I invite you all, because it's going to be a great call, something very different than maybe one or two of you have been trained on what I'm going to train on, and only because you were on my team in the other company.
Jacqui, thank you so much. Everybody give her a hand. That was awesome. So many good ideas I have written down. Thank you, Jacqui. I know you got to scoot because you got to get your brain wrapped around your next call. So thank you so much.
Okay. Love you guys. I'll see you on the other call.
All right. See you there.
All right.
So guys, thank you so much for being on tonight. I want you to keep in mind that we are having our very first training next week with Heather for 2020. Please remember to stay plugged in, and our sale ends tomorrow. So get those messages out, get your follow-ups done. The BOGO on the Keto Gen 4 has been phenomenal, and it's still active. You still have time. Don't think maybe because you haven't even started possibly sending out messages that it's too late, because it's not. Follow up with all of your customers. Follow up with all of your distributors, active and inactive. Follow up with everybody that you've added to OPAR. Follow up with everybody that has sent you a message maybe from one of your Facebook stories and said, what is this? Get yourself a script together as simple as, hey, at one point you're really interested in the drink. I just wanted to let you know that it's now one of the best prices that I've seen it with the company. It's BOGO, and for around $2.35 a day, you could get the drink. What do you think? Are you ready to order? That's all. Always remember to ask for the order. Always remember to end any kind of conversation where you're reaching out to somebody. End it with a question, a direct question. Are you ready to order? Can I send you more information? But always a question, because you want to throw the ball back so they throw it back to you so you can get the conversation going. So get as many sales as you can. Help to lift your volume up for this week. And if you haven't gotten your ticket yet for Pasadena, please get that. You don't want to miss Pasadena. We are just over 2 weeks away for the Pasadena kickoff for 2020. By a raise of hands, how many people will I be seeing in Pasadena? Yes. There you go. There you go. Well, guys, thank you so much, and I really appreciate you being on our team Zoom tonight. Happy 2020. Happy New Year to you all as we engage in a whole new decade. So let's go hop on our corporate call now. Peace, bunnies. Good night, everybody.
Bye, Jen. Thank you.
Good night.